Hello, fellow cyborgs, and welcome to Pyjama Sunday! This is the Pyjama Sunday song. Grab yourself a hot beverage and get into your jam jams. Ooh, yeah! Here I am on a glorious Pyjama Sunday, sipping hot beverage, in this case tea. And I urge you to join me in indulging in a hot beverage, or if you're very hot yourself, in a beverage of any kind that pleases you. And if possible, join me in your gym jams, because pajamas are amazing. So Pyjama Sundays, my idea about them is that it's just this little informal, comfy, cozy niche of the internet where I can just chat at your face, just about the things that I'm really enjoying, or the things that I've been experiencing recently that don't really fit into a proper video or I didn't want to bother. So there you go. Do you like my mug? Tabletop by Geek and Sundry, starring Will Wheaton. He plays board games with awesome people and you get to watch them. It's one of my favorites. They just started season 3. And so I'm so excited to see it back. That was the highlight of my week last week, was Tabletop season 3, episode 1, Tokaido. Let's start off with hot beverages. So it is the end of November 2014 and winter is my favorite season of all time. Consequently, since it's getting cold, I will be requiring more hot beverages, and my favorite beverage, hot beverage, it's hot tea. And so I thought I would share with you what is currently in my cup. Still hot. Ow. And what is my favorite tea of the moment. So you're here for my tea talks. It's Pyjama Sunday, formerly known as Tea Talks with Amanda. My favorite tea of the moment is Harney & Sons Paris tea. There you go. There you go. There's this guy. And I discovered this a couple years ago and recently ordered my own large tin of it. It's been my wake me up breakfast tea for the past couple months, as long as it's lasted. But it is a black tea with a floral bergamot overlay, which I just adore. It's kind of like an extra little boop of wonderfulness in the morning. What is in my cup right now is a brand new tea company called Oshiglo's Tea Shop, and I'm currently drinking Clarity, honeybush and spearmint leaves. And it's organic, fair trade, loose leaf teas by Oshiglo's. She recently released Oshiglo's The Cookbook, which is a vegan cookbook. Don't just roll your eyes and go, ugh, vegan tofu. I haven't touched tofu once in the last year that I've been cooking out of that cookbook, and it's been fantastic. So what else have I been up to recently? Well, movies that I picked up from the library were these guys. So this one I absolutely loved. It reminded me of 500 Days of Summer. This one I'm gonna need to own eventually. It was very, very good. This is a historical movie about Sigmund Freud, Carl Jung, and their shared patient Sabina. And as you can see, it's got ridiculously good-looking Michael Fassbender, ridiculously good-looking Keira Knightley, and ridiculously good-looking Viggo Mortensen. So, sexifying history yet again. But it was really, really good. And then I finally watched An Education with Carrie Muller and Peter Sarsgaard, and it was also very good. It had some Jane Eyre overtones, which I love because I love Jane Eyre, and Jane Eyre Week is coming up this week from the 23rd to the 30th, or I guess it'd be the 29th. The last week in November is Jane Eyre Week, so go read yourself some Jane Eyre or watch some Jane Eyre movies or something. So those are the movies I recently saw. At the moment, I'm over halfway through A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness and just adoring it so much. I know this is such old news. The booktubers already talked about this like 3 years ago when it came out or whatever. But I'm slow on the uptake, and that's fine. I like being behind the times because then it's like I'm almost ahead of rebooting a new vintage or something, which I'm okay with. That's just how I am, and I accept it, and it's fine. And this book, it's reminds me of fables and fairy tales. It has stories within stories, which I find are fantastic. beautiful illustrations and just a really beautiful writing style. I'm thinking I'll probably have to get my own copy of this tomorrow because I'm going to finish this today. I'm so excited. The other volumes that I know I'm going to get through in December are going to be the 2 picks for the private book club that I run with my friends, and those are going to be, the main pick is The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Craft of Her Own Making? In a Ship of Her Own Making, I almost got it right. And then The Never-Ending Story, because we're doing Children's Fiction Month, and I've already read this guy because I grew up watching the movie, and I loved this one so much. The movie only gets through half of the book, but then the rest of the story is just so imaginative and wonderful. So I'm so excited to be rereading this one. This guy, which is the main pick, which I have not read, I've had kept my eye on it for quite a few years. I actually saw the hardcover right after it first came out in a bookshop and thought the title looked amazing. I didn't think the title looked amazing. The title was amazing, but the time has come. I'm going to read it. And half of the reason why I'm going to read it is because Patrick Rothfuss wrote a fantastic review of it on Goodreads. It made me laugh so hard and made me just adore that man just that much more. So there you go. I'm going to read this and I'm so excited. The main character's name is September. How awesome is that? Speaking of the man, Patrick Rothfuss, his charity, World Builders, is doing their annual big fundraiser. And they have lots of cool books and geeky things that you can win if you enter the lottery. It's $10 per entry. And then you have a chance to win some really amazing things like advanced readers copies, limited edition copies, signed copies, misprint copies of books. Another awesome thing he's put into the lottery are 3 favor rings. If you are a recipient of one of these favor rings, Patrick Rothfuss owes you a favor. May it be making you a beta reader of his work, him having to read and give you feedback on your manuscript, or him putting you as a character in an upcoming story. One ring to rule them all. So there you go. Very, 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 very exciting. And if you don't want to just put your name in the lottery, you can go to their store, the Tinker's Pack, and buy some really awesome geeky things. And 100% of the proceeds go to the charity. So I've done both because I love Patrick Rothfuss. I love that he makes charity fun for geeks. Well, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and folks of varying species, I believe that's all I have for you for Pajama Sunday. I hope you enjoyed your cup of a hot beverage. Please leave in the comments what you attached your face to whilst watching me attach my face to this guy, and contribute to World Builders because it's awesome and you'll be rewarded for it. So anywho, that's all I have for you. Until next time, continue to be lovely.